If you have a Ronin SC and you're still trying to figure out how to connect and control your camera directly from the gimbal or from the DJI Ronin app, this video is for you. Alright guys, just to make sure that we are on the same page, this video is not about how to balance your camera on the gimbal. I have a separate video for that. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below just in case you are interested. But for this particular tutorial, this is all about how to connect properly your camera to the gimbal so that they will be able to communicate and then operate your camera directly from the gimbal using this button here with the red dot on it. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna visit the camera's menu. You might be using a different camera, but try to figure out what option you have there that is similar to the options that we're going to select on the Sony ZV-E10. Sony ZV-E10 is basically the popular camera for content creators and vloggers. I'm not a vlogger, but I'm a content creator, of course. So let's turn this on. So for Sony ZV-E10 users, we go to menu, and then the folder that we need is the third one for network, and go to smartphone connection. So just like I said, if you have a different camera, look for any option where you can turn on and off the connection between the camera and your smartphone. Select that, and as you can see, it is currently turned off because I already set this up to work with the gimbal. Just turn that off just in case it's still on. And then let's double check this other one with the word smartphone just in case there are something we need to turn off. There's none, so it's good to go. Look for anything that says PC remote. This is kind of confusing because the gimbal is not a computer, but since there is no option to connect the camera to any gimbal, the only option left is the PC remote function. So look for anything that says PC remote or PC connection, and then turn that on. Okay, turn that on. As you can see on this same page, the PC remote connection method is already set to USB. Just in case you need to do that as well, change your PC remote connection method to USB. This one is good to go. So let's go out. Then I'm just gonna double check the FIP folder to look for anything that we need to turn off or on. The USB connection is already turned off or grayed out because it says here it is set up for PC remote. Okay, let's go back, double check everything. Okay, USB streaming, you don't need that. Smartphone connect, it's already turned off, so we don't need to worry about that as well. So this one is good to go, all right. So once you're done setting up your camera for gimbal connection or for connection with the Ronin SC, turn it off because we have a correct sequence for turning on the devices, which one should be turned on first and which one next, okay? So this one is already good. So what we need to do now is to balance this on our gimbal. The camera is now perfectly balanced. The cable we're going to use is this one, the one with Type-C USB on both ends, all right? This 90-degree angle, this is the one you're going to connect to the gimbal, all right? On this slot, RSS slot over here. And this other end is going to be connected to the camera. So let's go ahead and connect this to the gimbal, RSS port. There we go. And this other end to the camera, depending on where your USB slot Type-C is located on your camera. All right, it is now connected. Which one is to be turned on? The first one should be the gimbal. Okay, it is important that you start with the gimbal, not with the camera. So turn on the gimbal. Then next is to turn on your camera. At this point, 100%, I assure you, this is now communicating together. They are connected. You won't get any error message about the cable not being connected to RSS port. And I'm referring to the auto tracking. Was that auto tracking on the DJI app? Okay, you will be able to use the auto tracking on the DJI app or active tracking. I am correcting myself. That is active tracking. So this one will work on everything that is on the app and will also work using the button here. Basic operations using the record button, we have 3 basic functions. Half press will be autofocusing. Okay, half press will be autofocusing. Okay, I'm going to half press the record button on the gimbal. There you go. You can see it is autofocusing or adjusting its focus. If the camera is set up for photos, there, pressing and hold the record button will cause the camera to take pictures. Let's do that. There you go. Did you notice that? I'm going to press and hold the record button down there and take a look at the monitor of the camera. All right. For video recording, tap the record button and the camera will start recording. To stop the recording, tap again the button. And that is how you do it. You can now start having more fun with your Ronin SC and camera combination as how they are supposed to work together. If you find any value or if this video was able to help you out, don't forget to leave a like and do subscribe for more tutorials like this one. Sir Z here at your service, and I'll see you in the next video.